What's up, guys? I'm here at Mississippi State University in Starkville, Mississippi, a place that I haven't been to since 2016 when I was at the University of Oregon. And there was something about being at this place that really brought back a lesson to me that I needed to learn in order to grow into the position that I am in today and to continue to grow further. And so when I was at the University of Oregon as a freshman, we were playing Mississippi State. It was a nationally ranked matchup. The billboards coming into town had posters all over about this matchup, and we came into this weekend series facing a first-round pick in Dakota Hudson on the Friday night, and we had big leaguers all scattered across this field, and I'm an 18-year-old. I had just turned 18. I was quote-unquote young for my grade. Ultimately, we ended up getting swept. We didn't have a good series at all, but there's something to keep in mind for me, and as a young athlete who's growing, and you're competing against people who might be, or might seem to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead of where you need to be. So in the process of reflecting on that weekend, I realized that I had the abilities, and I had the passion and the drive and everything to get to where I wanted to be, but somewhere along that failure that weekend and through the rest of the season that set the tone for the rest of the season, and the failure that followed was that I was playing against guys who were more physically mature, maybe had more experience under their belt, and I started to subconsciously create these excuses and these identity issues that I wasn't good enough to play at that level, or past failures were going to dictate the opportunities that I had in the future, and that is just not the case. Obviously, the guys who are studs as freshmen, and they have a good head on their shoulders, they have the confidence, they have the mental maturity, and that's something that I just didn't have. But if you look back at what college is for and the development and the progress that you are going to make through college, you can't attach to these trials and these failures that you may go through. They are ultimately learning experiences, especially in a game like baseball. If you're successful 3 out of 10 times, you're very, very, very good. And so keeping that in perspective and using that failure as feedback, take it back to Eugene, Oregon, and really get to the drawing board, to the bottom of what happened that weekend and how I can continue to progress weekend after weekend, year after year, until I had the opportunity to play in professional baseball. So the point of this is that if you're a young athlete, or you are an artist or something, and you are in pursuit of your passion, you're surrounded by people who seem like quote-unquote experts or ahead of where you are. Just understand that that is part of the journey to get to where you want to be, and every expert was once a beginner. So if I could leave you with something encouraging, the goal is to fail just beyond your ability. That is the goal, whether it's music, sports, business. So continue to push past your threshold of your ability and your beliefs in yourself, because your ability is probably well beyond your belief that you have in yourself. Continue to do so, and I promise you, you will end up further than where you think you will be.